Are you right now?
I know by the end, of course, of the day, we will have sorted out that little issue of which title to use. But then, of course, this is the Deputy President's residence, and residing here is now the President-elect, who between 10 and 2 in the afternoon, as per the provisions of the law, as stated by the assumption of the office of the President, Chairperson Joseph Kinyo, who is also Head of Public Services, that activity must happen between 10 and 2 p.m. So we anticipate that, of course, any time leading up to 10 o'clock, we should have departed this area in Karen for the Kasarani Stadium. But I must say, Trevor, since we've been here, we've seen quite a number of delegations coming in here. He's still receiving a number of visitors. What we know is should be the Prime Minister of Israel, who's also here in a meeting with him. There are a host of other leaders who've been coming in for meetings before they can now depart for Kasarani. Earlier on, we saw ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi, who's also a principal in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, arrive here. And just minutes ago, while you were still carrying out that discussion, we saw newly elected Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, also coming in. And I must say the transition of power is actually different. Just Moses Wetangula coming with all the security that, that accompanies that all crucial office that is, of course, noting that he's the third in command in terms of hierarchy. So it was quite also a spectacle just to look at that. But I must say, around here, the road leading up to this residence, is security has been heightened. From down there at the junction, as you enter now the current road, you can see that police have been deployed manning the whole road. And on the other gates that normally are used, of course, by leaders to also access this area, we've seen a number of vehicles. We know various individuals could be there. Maybe once we get inside there, we can be able to ascertain what meetings he's been able to have earlier in the morning. But then also, we also saw a host of religious leaders. We believe earlier in the morning there was maybe quote unquote some devotion or some prayer session that was carried out. But we're still staying and pitching tent here. We will be giving you further updates, but we know preparations are going on. We've seen some members of the family coming in here before they can all depart together for Kasarani, of course, for the swearing in of William Ruto as Kenya's 5th Commander-in-Chief. And we know that, of course, a number of people will be accompanying him, but we can't divulge those details as of now until we are able to gain access. But Trevor, security here has been heightened. We've seen contingents of officers from the GSU, of course, manning the gates here and ensuring that everyone that is getting in has been cleared and has been allowed to, gain access. Of course, things have changed. And today, when the President-elect William Ruto leaves this place, he will be headed to the House of the Hill, State House, where that will be his next abode for the next 5 years, of course, as he runs the nation. And the new occupant here will be his Deputy President-elect Rigathi Gachagua, who was the former Member of Parliament for Mathira, who we believe is also inside here for the meetings that they are carrying out, because earlier on we saw that, of course, he was getting ready in his residence. He may be passing by for a few meetings before departing, because we know there's an order within which the leaders who are now taking oath of office will be arriving, who arrives first, and of course before the whole session kicks in. But Trevor, that's all we have for now from here at the Deputy President's residence in Karen, where President-elect William Ruto is holding meetings ahead of his swearing in as Kenya's 5th president. Trevor?